Alright. Here we go. Season 1, Round 5, Baku City, Azerbaijan. We are here with DURL Down Under Racing League. Information on screen now. Join the Discord if you are interested in joining the league. Here are the results from Silverstone. This is the driver standings updated. Here we have the team standings of the constructors. But when we're going to get onto it. So here's our qualifying results. Zarko takes out the top spot. Good qualifying from Zarko. Couldn't believe he pulled that one off. And then Shari's, M-Dog, Mattyman, Fusion, Sushi, Fortino, Eckers, Crammed, and Kiwi rounding out your top 10. Good qualifying session. If you want to check it out, you can head over to the stream and have a look and watch that live. But I'm not going to put it in these videos. It'll make it too long. Zarko had an incident on his formation lap. Here we go. Here is the race. 3 lights, 4 lights. 5 lights, it's time to go. Are we going to go? Let's go, and we are off. Zarko with the cold tyres after the incident on the formation lap. Shari's away to his usual lightning start. M-Dog away to a lightning start. Mattyman away to a great start too. Fusion Psycho gets away well too. And that's the first corner. Doesn't seem to be any incidences so far. Maybe something with a Mercedes. We'll check that out in a bit. Turn two, we get through clear. And not bad at all for a street race with concrete walls that are very punishing. So yeah, good start all in all. Very happy with that, very surprised to see it. On board with Zarko, let's check out that cold tyre start, and a much better jump this week than last week. He would have stayed with him if he didn't have the cold tyres, didn't have the spin out in the formation lap, but he did, so that's what's happened. Yeah, something has gone on with the Mercedes back there. Let's jump on with that Mercedes and have a look. Was there contact? Was there a wall? Was there an incident? I don't know. Let's have a look together and see what we can see. Down into turn 1, hits that curb. No, that was clean. Bit of a squiggle on the exit, but that was pretty good from Mattyman. Good start. Mattyman is forced to go a little bit defensive with Fusion Psycho around the outside. There's a good start from Fusion, but looking behind, we look pretty good. It's a pretty clean start. On board now with Zodzi. You can see here Zodzi in neutral. I found out later that his clutch wasn't working, but then all of a sudden it was working. So away he goes. He gets away late. We've got an eye controller around the outside. He almost causes an incident. Hard on the brakes. Oh, just dodging the bum of eye controller there, but he manages to gather it up, get it back on track safely. And down into turn 2 we go. What's it going to be like at the back end of the field? Not bad. He said someone up the inside. Who's that? That's Champ. Champ up the inside. Is Champ going to let this go, or is Zodzi going to have to fight it? It looks like Champ is going to have a crack at him. So Champ puts it up the inside. It looks like they're both having a bit of a battle here, a bit of a drag race down into turn 3, hard on the brakes. Champ up the inside. Champ. Zodzi, yeah, good. That was pretty good. A lot of room left, a lot of respect. Now we're on with Eckers. This is lap 2. Eckers, we go down into the technical section. Something's going to happen here. We slow it down for Dino. Fortino has run a little bit wide, and he gives that wall a little bit of a nudge. That catches the Sushi off guard a little bit. So Sushi getting a poor exit now, so that's going to give Eckers a run. Eckers is up the side. He's right up the side. There's something's going on here, and Sushi's ended up worse for wear. So let's play that back and slow that down. You can see here, Eckers definitely over 50% alongside Sushi, so Sushi must leave room. And Sushi's following that line, so he is driving straight. But I don't think Sushi's allowed enough room for that concrete barrier to creep in. And that pinches Eckers, which then causes Sushi to come around. And Sushi loses his front wing. Eckers, I don't think I saw any carbon fiber come off his car. But there goes Sushi off into the runner. Oh, we've got a little bit of contact there from Kiwi. Does Kiwi lose an M plate? A little bit of a touch there. We can't see on that angle. And the wing's in the way there. No, Kiwi manages to maintain his M plate. And it looks like Eckers gets away clean as well. Hard luck Sushi. On board with Zarko now. This is the end of the 3rd lap. DRS is on. It gets turned on at the end of the 2nd lap. So Zarko will have DRS here. He's got plenty of ERS. So I think we will definitely see a move here. The toe on this track, all by itself without DRS and without ERS, is pretty powerful. So Zarko puts it up the outside, and there's not much that Shari's can do. So, yep, DRS open and easy move. Shari's doesn't bother to fight it. There's a long way to go in this race. We are only at the beginning of lap 4, and so there's no real point, putting your cars at risk at the moment. So there might be a little bit of a chop and change at the front of the race in these street tracks, at this street track I should say. Shari's looks like he's going to have a crack at him. He does a bit of a bump there, though, but both get away clean and undamaged. Fantastic. So Zarko taking back his lead that he earned in qualifying. On board with Max now. Max coming down into the first corner. We've skipped back a bit. Oh, Max, a bit too much curb, bit too much throttle. Tries to jats it to get the car to swing around. I think you probably would have been better off stomping and holding the brake there, Max. But yeah, you can see here, hits the curb. He loses the rear end and then absolutely pins the throttle. And that's game over, Red Rover for Max. Back on with Zarko at the end of lap 4. We are under virtual safety car condition. You probably saw on the board that just went past. Zarko decides to pit out of the front fast 4. Zarko is the only one to come in. Matty Man on board with Matty Man here. Matty Man is the back of the front 4, the 4-car DRS train at the front. And you see here, Zarko has headed in the pit. Shari's M-Dog jam on the brakes. Matty Man up the bum of M-Dog. Let's take a look at what happened here. So we're going to pause it there for a second. And if you zoom in, it is still yellow flags, and now it's gone green. So yeah, definitely green. It's pretty clear to see those guys slowing for Delta, and Matty Man just caught unawares. Hard luck, Matty Man. On board with S-Spec up behind. Eckers on the right, Cram Soup on the left. These guys are going at it. Eckers had the DRS, Cram Soup did not. S-Spec did. Eckers runs a little bit wide. Cram Soup puts his nose up the inside, and then they turn into turn 2, and Cram Soup gets that moves back. But this is not over because there's the DRS activation zone, and active again. Eckers on the DRS open. S-Spec DRS open, but no, they slide in behind, and Cram Soup manages to hold on to that position. So good, clean battling there from these guys. But I don't think this is done. We're going to stay on with S-Spec really pressuring Eckers. Oh, he looks like he's going to try to go up the inside. He does, into the technical section. Eckers on the... Oh, that was close. No, well done. Okay, good move. Eckers decides to back out. Let S-Spec go. On board with Turbinator. This is the end of the virtual safety car. We've got Sorgi up the inside, Turbinator on the outside. Sorgi gets that move done. Will Turbinator let this go? I don't know. He's pushing. Turbinator pushing. Will he cause an accident here? No, he doesn't. Gets on the brakes just on time. Good braking from Turbinator. Sorgi gets a bit of a squiggle though, and now Turbinator has the DRS. Sorgi goes defensive. Turbinator around the outside. Will Sorgi hold it? Will Turbinator get around? They go into the braking zone. They both leave plenty of room, but Turbinator, just with the better drive on the outside line, he manages to take that position, and that's done there. On board with S-Spec in behind Cram Soup and Matty Man. Matty Man does have damage. Cram Soup on the outside. Ooh, something's happened there. We've got a slower Matty Man who's maybe not quite has full control of his car. S-Spec's tried to go for a gap and perhaps damaged. He didn't go in the pit, so not thinking he's damaged, I don't think. But we're going to find out. Oh, I think he is. He tries to take turn 1. Hard luck, he probably should have gone in as a precaution, but he wanted to know for sure. Oh yeah, definitely got front wing damage. We pick it up with Zarko. Zarko out of turn 2. There's Sorgi facing the wrong way. So there's an easy move for Zarko. Zarko, who pitted early and is having to carve his way back up through the traffic. He's got Sis in front of him, and hard on the brakes. He gets turned in. Sis runs a touch wide there, so he's having some steering problems, and then massively wide there. So that's an easy move for Zarko to gain another position. And Zarko cleaning up the field at the back and proving that the the virtual safety car pit was a good idea. We're going to speed it up a little bit because Zarko's just on a roll at the moment. You can see he's starting to claw back some time out of Turbinator. Turbinator in front. So Turbinator, Zarko now in behind S-Spec. S-Spec has the damaged wing. Ooh, Zarko, slight rub of the wall, and then goes around the outside of Turbinator. Both, do they have the DRS? Who's got the DRS? Okay, so Zarko and Turbinator both have the DRS. Turbinator not going to let Zarko, the championship leader, go with this one. He wants to fight it. Turbinator on the outside, both of them hard on the brakes, and they get it turned in. Ooh, clean racing there from Turbinator and Zarko. Into turn 2, hard on the brakes, and Zarko gets that move done. Turbinator loses it there, almost spinning out, but he regains it. DRS open and tries to claw some back out of Zarko. We're going to sit on with Turbinator here because something's about to happen. Something is about to happen. So you see here, Turbinator just cleaning up M-Dog and Shari. M-Dog and Shari just coming out of the pit. So they've opted for their stop now. And now we've got an out of sequence Turbinator on old mediums, 8-lap old mediums. And we've got fresh tyre M-Dog and Shari's coming up behind. So M-Dog and Shari's, they are just absolutely rapid at the moment. And you can see here, M-Dog already taken a massive chunk out of Turbinator already, like that 1.2 second gap, and there's chunks out of it. Here it goes into the technical section, and look at that, M-Dog right up his bum. So clearly Turbinator just does not have the pace of these guys. He doesn't have the pace, he doesn't have the grit. You've got your second and third in the championship behind him, and they're just quicker. They're just, at this point in time in this race, on this grip, they are just quicker. So you can see, ooh, M-Dog thinks about it, but he knows better. And yeah, Turbinator definitely in trouble here. Now, if this is me, I'd probably let these guys go. These guys are on a different strategy. They're in a different league of driving right now, and I'd probably let them go. And you see here, Turbinator backs out, and I have this slight hope that, okay, yeah, good, he has let them go. It appears here, though, that Turbinator is not yielding. ERS pressed and held, still held. He's coming back at these guys. It appears he's not yielding, and then this happens. You can see here there's a gap, and the wheel is turned to go towards that gap, and then it appears that the wheel is turned the opposite way. Let's zoom in on the wheel and have a look. So it seems that he's in control and he's turned to the left, and it also seems that he's realized there's a mistake was made and he's reefed the wheel back to the right. We're going to switch over to the live coverage because the replay stuffs up. So on the live coverage, you see he slots in behind M-Dog on his ERS. M-Dog knows that he might be in a bit of trouble here. These guys behind are going to have DRS. You can see M-Dog starts to pull over to the right, opens up the inside, and then carnage just absolutely ensues. At this point, though, M-Dog and Turbinator's race is over and Shari's is damaged. And right there, the AI it takes control. So it appears that up until then, Turbinator was in control, and at that point, the AI takes over. At this point in time, no responsibility was taken. If responsibility was taken, then I wouldn't have to look right into it to give you the information to see if that's true. But he's claimed that his wheel disconnected and that the car was not in his hands and that it wasn't his fault. So you take a look at the information and you can decide for yourselves. On board with Cram Soup. Cram Soup's coming up onto the incident between Turbinator and M-Dog, and he's behind Matty Man. These guys do not know exactly what's going on yet, and they're about to find out, and that has what happened. That's what they see. And almost an incident there. Let's run that back and slow that down. So, yeah, Matty Man dodges last second, just missing the car. He has slowed down, but Cram Soup has not. And Cram Soup almost hit Matty Man, but he manages to get that car pulled over and picks the gap. Lightning fast reflexes there. Sorgi, lap 8. There's a car parked off to the side of the road waiting for a mate. We skip on to lap 9. So this is Sorgi has pitted, got some new medium. He's trying to keep temperature, get temperature into these tyres. And he's just Jatson, squiggling, and then he loses it. And that's the end of Sorgi's. We skip ahead to the end of the safety car. Fusion has gone. Everyone else has gone with him. It's a little bit early, though. And Fusion's going to find out what happens when you go early. The game forces Fusion to slow down. Matty Man, Eckers, lots of people just swerving, trying not to crash into each other. We're going to jump on board with Matty Man and see what Matty Man sees. So Matty Man in behind Fusion. And then you'll see here, so Fusion has gone, but the game forced him to brake. Matty Man does some evasive manoeuvring. Eckers evasive manoeuvring. Zarko, Espec, Cram Soup, everybody's just dodging, ducking and diving to try not to get damage. And oh, those Ferraris look very close together. We might have to go back there and have a look at that, and we do. On board with Cram Soup now. You see Cram Soup just jumping on the brakes because he's not sure what to do. Slams it back into gear and tries to drive out, and now that's put him up beside his teammate Espec. Espec looks like he may have broken a little bit late, maybe, perhaps. A little bit of a late defense, not sure exactly. A bit hard to tell, it all happened so fast. We'll leave it there and pick it up with Sushi. Sushi in behind I Love Controller. Still on the restart, you can see he's a fair bit back, but he comes up. He didn't have to back up very much, so he gets a good run up the outside of I Love Controller. Oh, can he get Sizz as well? He looks like it. Yep, he puts it up the inside of Sizz as well, so that's two easy positions for Sushi to undo a little bit of damage that he got in an accident earlier. But that's good. That's good. Sushi managing to claw his way back. On board now with Shari. Shari has the soft tyres. He's in behind S-Spec. It's lap 13. And around the outside of S-Spec, just pure drive, bit of ERS. But I don't think anyone's going to be able to stop Shari's at the moment, because he's the only person on the field with the soft tyre. So S-Spec looks like he might be going for a dive, maybe perhaps more defending Sushi. But easy move for Shari. Into turn two. Turn two, does anyone come back at him? I don't think so. The pure drive out of that car at the moment is unbeatable. Now we're on with Sizz. Lap 13, end of lap 13, start of lap 14. I Love Controller has gone up to the inside. That's an easy move for I Love Controller, and he gets that position. Ooh, no. Sizz, bit of a lock up. Taps I Love Controller in bum. I Love Controller goes around. Something else has happened from behind. What's happened? Frodeno, nowhere to go, but into the back of Sizz. And yeah, bad luck. I Love Controller and Frodeno. You did nothing wrong there, and Sizz is just outbreaking himself a little bit. Frodeno gets that move done. Does Sizz look like he's coming back? I don't think so. We're on board with Cram Soup behind Zarko and Eckers in front. It looks like there's going to be a bit of a move here. We're about to see Zarko goes to the outside, Eckers goes defensive. Will Zarko come back at him? Maybe. And Cram Soup's there ready to capitalise. And here we go again into turn two. And good drive out of the corner from Zarko and Eckers. Cram Soup a little bit wobbly, but Eckers definitely defending. Zarko trying to pick up the toe, going with him, but here we go again. Eckers on the inside, Zarko on the outside. Cram Soup sticks his nose up to the inside, and Zarko looks like he's going to lose a position here, and he does. Zarko backs out, and Cram Soup gets that move done. Nice move from Cram Soup, very patient. Now it looks like he's going to have another go. He puts it up the inside of Eckers. Eckers trying to hold him out. Cram Soup goes for the cutback, and now he's on the inside for the next corner. This may work out. This could be damaged. No, these guys give each other room. There's a bit of bumping, bit of grinding, but Eckers managing to hold that position down to the castle. But Cram Soup looking very racy at the moment, and Eckers not looking too bad. So a lot of attacking and defending going on at the front here at the moment, and so there should be, because everyone's on fairly decent tyres, and safety car wasn't that long ago. People should still have some ERS, but I think we're going to stick on board with Cram Soup, because this move's not over. Cram Soup, he looks like he wants to go up the inside, and Eckers goes, yeah, sure, you take the inside here, and I'll get the DRS and probably come back round you in a minute. So yeah, Cram Soup, he goes for the dive, and now look, so Eckers has got the toe. He doesn't need to ERS or anything. He's just waiting for the DRS detection and then DRS activation. DRS is now activated, and that's an easy move for Eckers. And now it looks like Zarko's going to go with him, so Cram Soup now down 2. So perhaps a little bit more patience there from Cram Soup, and he could have maybe maintained his position. But now Eckers and Zarko back in front, so one lap later, and we're back in the exact same positions we were in. So now Shari looks like he wants to have a bit of a run at Cram Soup, and he puts his nose up the inside. Cram Soup, Shari's Cram Soup, plenty of room left. Oh, Cram Soup goes around the outside of Eckers, and now Cram Soup's got the inside line for the next corner, and Cram Soup gets that move done, and Shari's and Eckers coming together. So yes, Cram Soup, good driving there, and he just manages to pick up some positions, and then, oh no, around he goes. That sucks. He was having such a good battle and such a good drive, but I guess it got away on him. And then his teammate's gone, hey, how you going? And decided that he'll take the rest of the wing off. on board with I Love Controller now, because that did bring out a virtual safety car. I Love Controller rubs the wall there. So he perhaps has a bit of damage. I'm not sure. We're going to stick with him. I think the VSC is still there. So we're under virtual safety car conditions at the moment. And we'll see. And there we go green now. So we're away. I Love Controller. What can he do? What can Cramp Soup do? Oh, that's right. Cramp Soup has damage. I don't know if I Love Controller knows this, but Cramp Soup has no front wing. So, here we go on the line. Oh, I Love Controller. It happens so fast. Cramp Soup's just taking the corner as quick as he can, and I Love Controller, nowhere to go, but up his bum. Kiwi doesn't know that these two have come together. He's just come around the corner and sees two slow cars. He decides to go for the right one, because the left one looks like he's going in the pits, and the right one's made no indication he's going in the pits until right then, and I Love Controller jams on the brake and comes back and just rips poor old Kiwi's front wing off. So now we see Kiwi, he's like opting for the pit. No, he's opted not for the pit. Hang on, he has opted for the pit. Yeah. So, let's see that from Cramp Soup. Yeah, that, I don't know what to say here. Honestly, it wasn't Kiwi's fault. He lost his wing, but is this in any means acceptable behaviour? Well, it turns out it isn't, because this is after stewarding, and Kiwi picked up a race ban for this. So yeah, we pick it up with Sizz, the VSC just about to end, and it ends now after the Cramp Soup and S-Spec. You can see there, Sizz is just giving the castle exit a bit of a nudge. I think he's got a broken wing. Pretty sure he's got a broken wing. You can see it here on the fast up. Definitely has a broken wing. So he pulls over to the left. He's going to go in the pits. He's got Zodzi up his bum. Zodzi's coming in the pits as well. Sometimes having a car behind you can be a little bit off-putting when you go in the pits. He puts on the brakes. He goes to turn. It's not slow enough. And that's the end of Sizz's race. Bad luck to Sizz there. We pick it up with here with Sushi at end of lap 16. Start of lap 17. It looks like we've got Zarko in front, then Eckers, Shari's, and then Sushi is fourth. Zarko is in the lead, but he's not going to get the DRS here. And Eckers, Sushi, and Shari's do all get the DRS. And Zarko is just a sitting duck. Cars passing inside and outside. And he loses 3 spots there. So, will Zarko come back? Not yet. Sushi looks like he wants to have a go. But he doesn't. Not yet. Now, a bit of a squiggle there from Sushi, but he manages to regain it. Shari's looks like he wants to have a go, and he does. He puts it up the inside on Eckers. Eckers cannot defend this, and around he goes. So Shari's now moves into third. But is this over? Will Eckers come back at him? A bit of a squiggle there from Eckers, and Shari is gone skis. Ooh, a bump of the wall there for Eckers. Does that hurt his wing? I don't know. Doesn't look like it at the moment. So he's managing to soldier on. Here we go into the hard right. Nice line there from Sushi. And then into the castle section. Everything looks like pretty good. Pretty good so far. That timing board has just been a nightmare for this race today. And I apologise for that. But yeah, Sushi, great recovery drive. He had that incident with Eckers early on. And he's managed to bring it back up into fifth. So, fantastic. Look, Sushi he's going to go. He wants to go, Eckers. Looks like Shari's has dropped Eckers completely, and now Sushi wants to go. Eckers is going to let him around. Oh, yep, no, he does. Is Eckers trying to play funny buggers, and does he want the DRS? I don't know. Where's the DRS detection? I think we've already passed it. No, it's just here. Eckers looks like he's coming back, but no, he pulls over. He's going in the pit. So, okay, that was good. Oh, Team Waters there. Sushi doesn't fight Zarko at all. Backs off, and around goes Zarko. So, good teammate there for Sushi. Not really a lot of points on the line for him. So, might as well let the teammate go. Cramp Soup now. Cramp Soup after the... this is lap 20 now. So, he's just trying to sort of gain back all the time lost from him after that incident where he spun out on this exact corner. And he's going. He goes down into the hard right. And, ooh, he gets a bit of a squiggle there. And then on the brakes into Castle. Oh, he turns in a bit early. Oh, Jesus. And there goes the front of Cramp Soup's car. So this is our, oh, there it is, safety car. Safety car, safety car. And away we go. So now at the end of this safety car, I didn't think anybody was going to pit. I thought the move was to hold your position and not pit. But everybody pit, which makes sense. And that's, it kind of worked out. Either everyone doesn't pit or everyone has to pit. And it's good. So everyone pitted. Matty Man here. Now, at the time, I thought this was a mistake. But I hadn't put the calculations together in my head about who's on what tyre. Now, most people would have used 2 sets of soft tyres in qualifying. And so they'd have no allocation of new tyres. So Matty Man, the only person on the front end of the field to go with mediums, and he told me later that it was because they were brand new mediums, and he didn't want to risk going out on worn softs. So he's on the mediums, but everyone behind him is on worn softs. And we're going to go on to the restart here. So fantastic drive from Matty Man to be where he is right now. Like, that's really impressive. He did have an incident running up the bum of M-Dog, but he's managed to claw that out. And here he is on the restart, managing to get that restart done a little bit better. He's got Fusion Psycho behind him. Now, this is after a safety car. So everybody, Fusion running a little bit wide there. Everybody has full ERS. And because it's a safety car, the DRS has been turned on. So if you're going to do some overtaking in these last 2 laps, it has to be completely under the power of your car, your engine, your ERS. And Matty Man is smashing his ERS. He does not want to give anyone a chance. He wants to bolt. So, and he's doing a fantastic job of it. Already got a 1.2 second gap on Fusion. And so he is absolutely rapid right now. He knows what's on. He's got a light car. He's got brand new tyres. So he is bolting. These are qualifying laps, medium tyre qualifying laps from Matty Man. And he is just absolutely driving away, hitting every braking marker. Look at the gap that he's pulled out. Like, this is his race. And he is one of the only few guys that did 2 stops today. So the first stop was 4th because he got damage hitting M-Dog. And so he had to go into the mediums. And then he stopped just now to go into these mediums. So strategy expert here, and away he goes. He is just dumping Fusion. Fusion looks like he's dropped Zarko as well, and the gaps are just opening up. Everybody is just absolutely murdering their ERS. You can see here I've brought Fordino up on screen because something's going to go here, but Matty Man deserves to have his final laps of the race on screen for the end of it. But we are going to take a look at Fordino. So Matty Man, he's crossing the start finish now, about to go into turn 1. He's already pulled out a 1.5 second gap. But behind him, in fifth position with Fordino goes for a massive dive bomb up the inside of Sushi. But he misses his braking marker. Oh, and that's hurt him now. He was on par for a bloody 5th. And now he's just getting swallowed up. Fordino was looking like he was going to have a fantastic race. And this just goes to show how important it is to just hit those markers. Find a safe braking point every single track and just hit it. And when you're in tow, you've got to realise you get a little bit more speed. Oh, Fordino, sorry, that move's done. That was a fair fight there. Amazing. But yeah, he's back on board with Matty Man. We're gonna leave Fordino on the bottom because we're sort of taking a look at the whole field here now. Only 13 drivers to go, but Matty Man has pulled out a massive 1.6 second lead after 2 laps, 1.7 now. And Fusion's a 1.7 on Zarko. And it's just, the field has just spread. It is just an absolute sprint. More like a qualifying session. Like the amount of ERS these guys are using, it's just, they're just hammering it. But again, back onto Matty Man. Fantastic drive from Matty Man. He's had a pretty rough season, had some incidences, but this is looking to be his best finish, and no one can stop him now. He's on the home straight. He's left everything on track, emptied his ERS. He's played the game to perfection. A difficult one today, 2 safety cars, a couple of VSCs, but Matty Man crosses the line first. Fusion second, Zarko third, Sushi fourth. Fusion 3-second penalty demotes him to 4th. Ek is 5th, Shari 6th, Frodino 7th. there's the final standings. You can check that out if you want. Matty Man with the blistering last laps sets the fastest lap of the race. There's your penalties. Yeah, congratulations to everybody who's managed to make it this far. That was a tough circuit, tough week. But thanks for watching.